Oh, thanks very much for that. I know it looked absolutely fantastic. You still haven't told us the official result, though, so I'm going to give you time to ponder. You told us it was a tie, but yeah, I don't know if I'm believing you on this one, but let's see what happens. All right, the official opening of the World Economic Forum for Africa is to be addressed by President Jacob Zuma as leader of the host country, and it'll happen this morning. The second day of actual talks will meanwhile cover topics like partnering against corruption, reducing the digital divide, Africa's famine crisis, and the electrification of the continent. African delegates attending the three-day event in Durban have called for active and responsive African leaders. The formal bail application of Nigerian pastor Timothy Omatozo resumes in the Port Elizabeth Magistrates Court today. It was adjourned yesterday due to time constraints. Omatozo faces 22 counts relating to child trafficking and sexual assault against members of his Jesus Dominion ministry. The state has opposed bail on the grounds that Omatozo is a flight risk. Meanwhile, the SABC has brought an application to have the proceedings broadcast live. Now, let's stay with the courts at this point. The bail application of two Northwest men accused of killing a 16-year-old boy in Kolini has been postponed until tomorrow. This will allow both the state and the defense team to wrap up their arguments. Meanwhile, the Northwest Department of Education says it will carry the costs of the funeral service for the victim, Makumola Musweu. He will be buried in Kolini on Sunday, I beg your pardon. Musweu's death sparked violent protests last week. All right, those are your headlines. Full bulletin coming your way at 7 o'clock. Remember, we'll be crossing over to the World Economic Forum, and we'll bring you all the latest from there, including what our top story is, the fact that the president is set to be opening it. But he did take a walkabout yesterday, and I've been reading a couple of articles where he was asked some questions with regard to COSATU and the booing, and does he feel that he's in a very difficult position? His response, absolutely not. He says this is democracy at play. That was his response. And that citizens can do as they feel. So that was some of the responses from the president, and he's very confident as he goes into the World Economic Forum and officially opens it as the host president. All right, there you go. Let us now get you a weather update from